No way. No friggin' way. Alright, so today it's day 13 of 15 days of foundation. I was walking through CVS, actually in Lake Tahoe when I was there over Christmas, and I came across this new display, a new brand in CVS. It was like on the end cap thing called the Creme Shop. So this is the new Creme Shop Match Made Luminous Liquid Foundation. So I was just curious because I've never heard about this brand at all, never heard about this foundation, and it looked interesting. So I picked it up and here we are. If you're new here, you're coming in on the tail end of 15 Days of Foundations, the series where I test out new foundation every single day for 15 days. So days 1 through 12 are linked down below in a playlist, but this is also part of a charity campaign. We're shooting to raise $25,000 for Project Beauty Share. If you have $1 to donate, let's do it today. Go down to the link. I'm going to link it right at the top of the description box. You can donate $1 super easily, super quick, right through the Beauty Wishes website. Don't forget to vote one time a day for the shelter that you want to win a bonus prize of $10,000, and I'm also going to be doing a meetup in that winning city. But today's foundation retails for $17.99 on the CVS website. You get what? Hold up. No way. No friggin' way. You get 0.28 ounces of product. Standard size for a liquid foundation is a fluid ounce. Almost every foundation we've reviewed during this series has had close to a fluid ounce of product. $17.99, so $18 for basically 0.3 ounces of product is insane. Let me just do some math here, folks. Basically, a fluid ounce of this would cost $64. Are you shitting me? But anyways, it's paraben-free, cruelty-free, retails for $18, like I said. It only comes in 12 shades, so not a great shade range. I have the shade 11, which is the lightest shade. The CVS description was basically non-existent, so I went on their website, and it says the Creme Shop's Match Made Foundation is a lightweight, buildable, blendable, full coverage foundation. This unique luminous matte formulation makes for mannequin-like skin, solid but glowing in all the right places. So that's the scoop on this. I can't get over this whole size price thing. So I'm going to insert some swatches here of the Creme Shop foundation in the lighter shade 11 compared to some other drugstore foundations and just some other swatches so you can see how the shades compare. Alright, so swatches and natural lighting. Right here is the CVS Match Made Cream Foundation in the lightest shade 11. This is the new Pacifica Alight Foundation in the shade 38 Neutral Fair. The new L'Oreal Foundation reviewed in day 2 in shade 400, the lightest shade. Fenty Beauty 110, CVO Life Proof in 101, and Dermacol 208. If you've been enjoying this series and you're excited for day 13, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can join the Babyito family and subscribe. I also do a wrap-up video at the end of this series in a couple weeks. It's on March 15th. So Creme Shop Liquid Foundation, here we go. Okay, right now it's 10:25 in the morning. If you guys saw the ending to last night's video, the whole eyes situation, have I ever looked better? My eyes still feel pretty like irritated, so I have no idea what was happening. I don't know if it was from, it might have been the Shop Miss A, that eyeshadow palette I used, but I felt like it was more the mascara, so I have no idea. But if my eyes look a little bit bloodshot today, that's why. Okay, so on their website, it does say it's supposed to be full coverage, unique luminous matte formulation, mannequin-like skin, glowing in the right places. Sounds good to me. So I'm going to give this a shake. Pretty glass bottle. The pump is a little bit broken. It's like getting stuck. Here we go. We're going to do half my face with the brush like usual and the other half with a sponge. Definitely pretty, actually like thick feeling. Shade is a bit light. I don't know if this is supposed to self-adjust. It says match made, but it didn't say anything about self-adjusting. I'm not liking how this is blending out. Feels really weirdly thick. Like the consistency when I first put it out on the palette looked like a normal just like liquid foundation, but it's getting like very thick and dry. Yeah, it's drying super fast. So doesn't it say this is buildable? Lightweight, buildable. Interesting. Because this dries so fast, I'm really curious to see how this is gonna build. You really have to like work this into your skin. I feel like I'm still not fully blended. It's looking very heavy. I wouldn't say this feels lightweight at all. I can really feel this. Okay, let's try a sponge on the other side. Coverage with the brush. I got good coverage once it was blended out, but maybe like high medium coverage. I don't think I smell any kind of fragrance, so that's good. It dries down in literally under 10 seconds, so you have to work super quickly with this, and it's kind of like once it dries down, it is on there. I am so confused how the heck this is supposed to be buildable. It feels like glue. I'm just smoothing over the rest of my forehead. I'm not like bringing any more product. Oh, this is not looking good. Wow, we started off so strong this series, and they've just been going downhill at the end here. Looks super dry and cakey and textured. The finish looks better on the sponge side, like it looks less textured, but I definitely got lighter coverage. I mean, I would say I got about light coverage on this side. You can still see my redness coming through, freckle scarring. So I think I got light coverage on this side, and I got high medium on the brush side. I'm just gonna go over this to see if it helps the finish. There's nothing on the sponge right now, no more product. Just to see if I can get kind of like the cakiness down a bit. Oh, this is looking so bad. So it's basically like lifting up the product now. It looks super dry basically everywhere, but like in areas that I don't usually get really dry looking, like over here. Hopefully this one kind of warms up to my skin throughout the day. I am gonna try and get the same coverage on this side that I did this side. It does say it's supposed to be buildable, so I have some left on the palette, so I'm just gonna add a bit to see if we can get more coverage on this side. Just right here. Okay, so you can see the shade darkens. When I first apply it, it's about a shade lighter than once it kind of dries down and darkens. I feel like my redness on my nose is like coming through, so I'm just trying to cover that up a bit. I'm just trying to smooth this out because it looks so textured-y on my forehead. Whoa. Very unique formula, I'll say that. Basically like textured patchy glue. So right now it's 10:33, we're gonna call it check-in time 10:30. To the touch, this one feels like I could blend stuff on top. It doesn't have a major tackiness, so I like that. Doesn't feel like a total powder finish or anything, but it doesn't feel like product's gonna drag. I can see I'm already starting to get some creasing on my upper lip, and it hasn't even been on for, well, it's been on for like 10 minutes now. It's looking real bad, folks. You guys will see in natural lighting when I get really up close and zoom in. And it's weird, now that this has been drying down and I'm looking at it, I'm almost getting like less coverage. Is that showing up on camera? Like, I can see way more redness coming through here. What is happening? It's basically like disappearing on my face. Sometimes like the brands that no one talks about that you haven't heard about can be like amazing. Like that's how I found CYO Life Proof, my favorite foundation. So I was hoping that this was going to be like, you know, one of those brands that just surprises you, but this definitely surprised me. Whew. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. The check-in time is 10:30. Okay, so why am I looking blue? I'm in the middle of doing my makeup, obviously, and I just had to show you guys this before I powder part of my face because I have a feeling it's gonna like, you know, kind of change the way it looks a little bit right here. It is looking so tragic. So I just did my under eye concealer and powder, and look at my face. It's like completely come off. It looks like this is after like 10 hours of wear, and I've been like sleeping on my face. This is a dry thing. I like can't get off my nose, by the way. There's like no foundation on my nose. You can see where I've, you know, powdered and done my concealer, and then it looks like there's friggin' nothing over here, and then it looks super dry and patchy right there. Ooh, this looks awful. I actually think this possibly looks worse than the Ulta foundation the other day, which was also very tragic, but this one, it's just bizarre how it's literally like coming, where's it going? It's like disappearing into thin air right now. And then here's my forehead too. Ooh, it looks so bad. You can see like redness coming through here. It looks super dry. This literally just looks like I've had it on for like 10 hours. So like I did with the Ulta, I think what I'm gonna do is if a foundation is like this horrible to the point where it's like clearly not looking good and not working and I would never wear it again, I think what I'm gonna do is try and make it work for my skin, because at this point I just would never recommend it to you guys. So if I can make it work to look a little bit better throughout the day, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use my Physicians Formula powder to kind of like even out this situation so that my concealer blends into my face and it adds a little bit of coverage here. I want to add a dewy setting spray because it's already pretty dewy, but it does need some just like evening out. So I might use just like Urban Decay All Nighter or something, or maybe like the Morphe setting spray, just to like even out and make it look more skin-like and less like textured up there. I'll see you guys back in the other lighting. And it's 11:19, the rest of my makeup's on. Went a little ham on the rest of my makeup to compensate for this shitty foundation. So like I said, I kind of decided to try and find a way to make this look better since it's already on my face and it's already a major no. So to do that, I used the Physicians Formula Healthy Powder. I didn't powder all over my face, I just powdered my usual area, which is like my cheek area, because there was such a distinction between my foundation and my concealer, and it just looked like there was no product on my face. You guys saw the footage. I also used a little bit of the Morphe setting spray just all over my face, not a lot, just a bit. Basically just wanted to kind of like try and melt the product into my face instead of having it look like it's sitting on top. That helped a little bit. I mean, overall my face looks 50 times better now. It's still a major no. It's creasing a ton. It just overall looks exactly the same, like dry, patchy, cakey. Not great. The makeup on the rest of my face, what did I use? For bronzer, I used this guy again, the Becca Chloe Malika. For blush, and I guess also like highlight, since this is a glowy blush, I don't know if they discontinued this. I couldn't find a link last time, but this is the NARS Free Soul blush. This is one of my favorites. So pretty. For eyeshadow, I use the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I haven't used this a lot. I think I've only used this like one time, and I really liked it today. I loved the mattes. I mean, Anastasia mattes are spot on, but I used the mattes, and I also put this shade on my lid, and then I topped it off with this Wet n Wild liquid catsuit shimmer liquid eyeshadow in the shade Goldilux. This is so pretty. It reminds me of like the Stila liquid glitters. And then for lips, I went in with the Palladio Casey Holmes Rescue liquid lipstick. This one is such an interesting color because it can go with like super cool tone looks, or it can go with more warm looks like this, and somehow it works with both. This is such a pretty shade. For lashes, I use the Ardell Faux Mink Demi Wispies. Ardell's super weird with their naming of their lashes. The exact ones are always hard to find online because they're all named the same exact thing, but this is what it looks like. Comes in a 2-pack, and they're just, all it says is Faux Mink Demi Wispies. So let's go do a flash test in natural lighting. All right, here we are back in natural lighting after I have fixed everything I can fix, and I just filmed the intro, you guys, and whoa, cannot get over the whole price ounce thing. And yeah, there's just no freaking way. No way. For that price, heck no, don't even try. Would not recommend trying this one. Here we are up close again, now that I've powdered. So obviously looking much better down here, but still not great. Still super dry, cakey, just like really emphasizing all of my texture. Looks very creasy. And here's my forehead, but let's do a flash test. Okay, looks pretty good in flash. Doesn't look like it has too much of a bounce back. Like I don't look super white. Looking at my arms, it looks like my face is basically the same shade. So it definitely, to me, looks like it's fine in flash. So I'm just gonna be working. Today's Monday, so bachelor's on tonight, hell yeah. And it's snowing again today, very exciting. And I will see you guys in a few hours in natural lighting. Okay, so I took off the lashes. It is now 3:42, so it's been on for over 5 hours. I've been dealing with something that just came up, so a little bit stressed. But let's look at the foundation. So I've looked a couple times and it looks pretty horrible. Okay, so you can see the upper lip kind of creasing there. It's just bizarre how it literally looks like it's like rubbed off. I haven't had my hand on my face or anything. I haven't touched my skin, and it's just like totally rubbed off. Looks super cakey and dry. And then same thing right here. It looks like it's separating there. And certain parts of my forehead look like weirdly patchy or something. So yeah, same thoughts on this one right now. But I will see you guys at the end of the night. So it is 7:20. So I'm gonna end this video here because I'm not feeling too great. So it's been on for 9 hours at this point. This is pretty much the same, you know, I feel like I've said the same thing 50 times at this point. It looks exactly the same as the other points, except I feel like I actually look a bit more like oily. I haven't touched up my lipstick or anything throughout the day, so this is how the lipstick holds up too. But yeah, creasing, you know the deal. So just between how this one went on, how it looks, how it blended out, how it wore throughout the day, the price, the size, is just like a major no for me. It's like down there with the Ulta one from a couple days ago. I actually think I might dislike this one a little bit more. I don't know. It's a toss-up. We'll find out in the ranking video. But I hope you guys enjoyed day Can't remember if it's day 12 or 13, folks. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.